Okay, hello. So, goodness sakes, this is my to-go bag, and I really like it, but it's like way too much stuff. Okay, so it's time to lighten up my to-go bag. Let's see what's in the back. I have 3 paintbrushes and some water, which is fine. That's the only thing in that back pocket. So we're going to leave them there. And then in this pocket. Okay, so these are things in... I'm going to drop something. Okay, where is it? It's on the floor. Okay. Things I don't need in my bag, but I do need some more light. So we're just gonna create some more light. I'm turning the light on. Okay, that might have helped a little bit. Maybe. Okay. Alright, these are things. Take these out of my bag. Okay, now, here's the question. Do I need all these pencils in my bag? The answer is no. So, Noodler's black, Noodler's blue, and this one. So, let's take the black, put that back in there. Permanent, so I don't have to worry about anything running. Okay, let's put that in there. My fun Uli, which, yeah, it's just fun, so we're gonna put that in there. And this one, which needs to be refilled, my Jinhao, we're gonna put that in there. And then one pencil. So let's go with this pencil. I was just looking because I couldn't see if there's lead in there. So let's take this pencil. All right, good. Now these things, oh, and then a white jelly roll. So you never know. These don't need to be in there. So we're just gonna put them away. There. Okay. By the way, this gouache was also in this bag at one time, but obviously there's no room. It's too heavy. All right, so we have a book, a water cup, more paints. There's 5 in there. I believe these are Winsor Newtons. And these are Daniel Smith. Because watercolors. That's it. So them go in there. They don't necessarily need to be in this bag. Okay, and my friend gave me a piece of green, I'm not sure what you call it, paper, but anyways, I drew a man on it. And then this is my moleskin, which, yeah, moleskin. Pictures that are in my moleskin. I believe I've already showed this to everybody, but as long as it's in front of us, I'll let you look, because I personally like to look in people's sketchbooks because it's fun. Okay, so this is a palette, but it's actually a white painted wood. It's for when you do your kitchens over. This is a Formica, like, perfect for a palette. And these are other things that I have in my book, which most of you have seen. So those can stay in my palette in there. And then obviously I need a rag because it's easier just to have a rag with. This is clean. It just gets washed so many times. It's permanently stained. And then I have these paints, which I think is enough. But we're going to keep these. Well, that goes back in there. Okay. And then there's the water, which obviously is not very full. My friend gave me this. And it does not leak. That's really cool. It's a baby bottle for infants. So, yeah. That's pretty cool. What's in the bottom here? Oh, I found it on the beach. It's a My Little Pony. So, and then these go on paper. And yes, I bought these on Amazon. I'm not exactly sure where, but that's what they do. All right, and this one more little zipper, and this is a pretty cool snappy bag. I bought it at Busch Gardens, and German Gifts. That's a Da Vinci. It's a viewfinder, so you can look through and find a view. So there, that's my bag. So now we're gonna reload my bag. That goes there. That goes in there, and that goes in there. And don't forget the water. So that's basically what I need for my out and about. Don't need a lot of stuff. But because now that I took out all those pens, I have room for these. So, do I need them? I don't know yet. We'll find out when I go plein air painting if they're in my way or not. Right now we're going to put them like that. And finally, it works. Oops, I forgot something. It's that. And that. I don't need this to go back in there, but I like the idea that I can finally, and it weighs less. It still seems as bulky, but I tell you what, this is a really nice little bag. So this we'll just keep on my desk. And the next thing that we're going to do, because it's a watercolor channel, I'm going to do these silly birds. And I'm doing them in gouache. Yes, my gouache palette looks atrocious. Let me see if I can get this just right. Okay. We're going to leave it just like that. I made watercolor brush holders. I bought a placemat and I sewed up. This are my gouache brushes. And then I also, by the way, I'm sitting down, this is my chair is squeaking. These are my watercolor brushes. I like to keep my watercolor brushes separate from my gouache brushes. I have other brushes, but these are the ones that I would reach for mostly. So I kind of like that. So let's go ahead and move that out of the way. By the way, that bag is permanently in my I permanently keep it in my car. Okay, so what do we want to use first? We are going to use the flat. I'm going to use some blue. I ordered myself a new thing for my gouache. I'm pretty excited about getting it. It's taken a while, but it'll be here tomorrow. So I'm pretty excited about that. So until it gets here, I'm just going to use what we got here. Okay, these birds are enjoying this beautiful day. this. And that's the thing about this, I don't have to, we're not looking for perfection, because as far as I know, there are no birds that exist in the wild that looks like this. Okay. All right, and then we need some green. Silly birds. This, the birds like this have been done over and over and over on YouTube, and I realize that. Everybody has been doing them. And I think they're cute. I think they're actually adorable. So now it's my turn to do some little birds. We are going to put some beaks on there. And yes, I'm using gouache. So it's going to be really heavy. It's not going to be watercolor. Let's do that. And someday soon, I am going to use just grays. Excuse me. So we're just going to put a little bit of gray on there. And, yeah, we're going to shadow underneath the birds. Not that there's much of a shadow. Okay, and then we're going to go with, I'm kind of doing it backwards here, but it's the beauty of art. When you're arting, you can do it any way you want to. So let's put it that way, like that. Oh, and I was explaining that I had bought some kind of a palette thing to hold my gouache paint, so when I go out into the plein air painting, I can take them with me, because gouache, when I first started watercolor, I mean, it's hard, but you get used to it. Once you get used to it, then when you learn it, it's a better thing. But also, gouache is the same way. When you don't know what you're doing, it seems so difficult. What color bird do we want? Do we want purple? I have some blue here. I have some of this blue that broke off and mixed in with this purple. So we're gonna paint this, and then I don't have to deal with this hard gouache anymore either. I'm hoping. So let's do this, and we'll put the eyes in after the fact. Okay, so that's a silly bird, and we're going to leave him half done, because that's how you do that. And this other bird is going to be, I don't know, some kind of a rose of some sorts. I don't have the names in front of me, so I can't tell you what they are, but it needs to be thick, and this is really not very thick. Come on. That's why I don't like re-wetting gouache. I like it to already be wet. Okay, so let's try this. That is not bad. Let's get that in there. And we're gonna put a tail on this bird. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. It's hard when I'm got the camera straight above my work. And we're gonna give this bird a wing with this color. And this bird, it's a little wet. So we're gonna have to go really dark, or this blue as I had wet earlier, so I used this blue here. I gotta look at my camera, make sure everything's still on track. It is. Okay, awesome. All right, are you ready? Oof. Yeah. There you go. Oof, oh my goodness sakes. So, there's your colors. All right, and then a blue tail. Oof, and around, and around, and around. Very nice, okay. And then we're gonna put a blue eye, and a blue eye. Okay, that looks terrible. Let's go with a black. Okay, it's not black, it's very, very, very gray is what it is, I think. It's hard to tell. Let's try this one. Come on, do the thing. Okay, that's better. All right, what color is that house? I like the idea of it being red, but we're gonna go with this gorgeous, what is it? Gamboge, that's what it is. I love this Gamboge. It's really nice. I believe it is Da Vinci Gamboge, because we already made the wood brown. And when you're gonna paint something whimsical like this, you don't want it to be perfect. You want it to be willy-nilly. So we're going with willy and nilly. All right, we're gonna get some swirls in there because that's fun. And then one more thing. We need grass. So here is the grass. Some more grass by those little feet. Some more grass by his little feet. And we're going to take the marker and we're going to make his feet a little stronger. Okay, these birds look pretty happy. We're going to leave them like that. And put the brush away. Say pigment liner. And make those feet stand out a little bit more. That. Okay. My version of these whimsical birds, or whatever you call them. Everybody has an idea. And I've seen many people do these birds, so I hope I'm not offending people by doing these birds. This is my version of these birds. Oh, thank you for joining me. If you like it, subscribe, share. Have a great day. Bye.